Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here. It is Friday the 15th of March. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Remember that the site's kept free of charge by you coming back and using the charts and using the adverts. That's what keeps us free of charge. The site, don't forget, isn't an amateur site. It's not a hobby site. It's here as a business, and we exist to make money, and we do that by you coming back and visiting the site and telling everybody about us. So this is the position this afternoon. Got a cold front just in here, you can see on the radar, that's tracking its way eastwards. Brighter skies following in behind, but these blobs you can see here on the radar are showers that are following into Scotland and Ireland. Quite good images from the webcams. This is from the Isle of Skye. This one here is from Cotswolds weather down in the Cotswolds, and you can see the contrast there with the front going over the Cotswolds at the moment, but those sunny spells following in behind. Look, as the polar maritime air mass gets in across the west of Scotland. Now, this is how things look over the coming days. We've got low pressure at the moment towards the west of Scotland. It's this feature here that is going to be tracking its way slowly eastwards. If I just play the sequence through, you'll see. Now, one of the difficulties over the next few days is going to be deciding on where the heaviest of the rain is going to be. It certainly looks as if we are going to get some heavy rain across central, southern and eastern England during the next 24 to 48 hours, as this front that's in here kind of just goes slowly eastwards. Excuse me. Following in behind, we've got sunshine and showers, those showers merging into longer spells of rain at times, but it really is hard to say exactly where the showers are going to be and where they are going to be heaviest. At the moment, we'd probably say that on Saturday, it's Southern Ireland, Wales and South West England that sees heavy showers, as well as the east of Scotland, where there could be some snow too, particularly over high ground there. Also rain just clearing away from the eastern coast, but that's about as specific as you can get. Now into Sunday, still got low pressure, still in control of things as we head into Sunday. So again, it's a day of sunshine and heavy showers for most, more persistent rain affecting western Scotland, western parts of Ireland too, and perhaps some persistent rain for northern parts of England, which will turn to sleet and snow over the hills. Then going through into Monday, well, low pressure is still there, look, so still sunny spells, scattered heavy showers, most of them probably merging into longer spells of rain for eastern Scotland where there could be snow, also some coming on to the eastern coast of England. And then going into Wednesday, low pressure still there, but we are starting to see a change. Look, the first area of low pressure clears away to the north, but then look, the winds are changing direction. Here we've got the winds coming in from the east-southeast. Here they're changing into a milder southwesterly. So for Wednesday, I think we're going to find some cloud and outbreaks of rain tracking northwards through Ireland and through western parts of Wales, western parts of England, dry towards the east. Then into Thursday, more persistent rain will track its way northwards. Again, some of that could be quite heavy at times, generally affecting more western areas most of all, but there could be some heavy bursts of rain just about anywhere as we head northwards into Thursday and Friday. Then this area of low pressure moves in, and it's that one there that takes control. It then moves milder air northwards as we head into the following weekend, and it's then that things start to become more interesting, and I'll pick up on that in just a moment. But this was the total rainfall for the week ahead, just to give you an idea as to where we are. And you can see here predictions of 50 to 60 millimeters of rain within this zone. That's all because of that southwesterly. Generally elsewhere we're looking about the 30 to 40 millimeter mark, and I don't think that's too wide of the mark. But what's interesting is if you just look at the developments over the coming 15 days. This is from the from the GFS ensemble. Just watch what happens here. Look, this is the initial estimate. Now the ensemble does underestimate, so you have to bear that in mind. But look at the areas. We've got in here, we've got our 20 to 40 millimeters now. And then the period from day 6 to day 10, you see that we see less rain at 10 to 15 millimeters for most. And again, most out towards the west. So this is the period going up to the 25th of March. So that's going up to Monday the 25th of March, a week on Monday. Then look what happens into day 11 to 15. This takes us up to the Saturday. So this is effectively the whole of the week after next. Look how those totals come down. They're now between 1 and 5 millimeters in here, between 5 and 10 in here. Most of the rain out towards the west, and that's indicative of what we're going to see in a moment on the charts. First of all, pick up on the ECMWF, which basically I think is going to be like this, keeping us fairly cool through to about the 21st. So that takes us through to next Thursday, but then we'll see this rise in temperature. Then for the cities, UK cities, this is from the ensemble, and again you can see here temperature's pretty steady through to about 21st, and then a steady rise. So what's going on? Because there are these hints of things improving as we get towards the end of the month, and I'm still hopeful that's what's going to happen. So let's just pick up on the ensemble. Now, remember our first chart here, ending on the 22nd. There's our low pressure look down towards the southwest. Here it is on the ensemble. So as we go through, what I want you to watch are the colours underlying the pressure systems. Because as this moves through, look, you'll notice here, notice this ridge that's building in here. This is warm air that's pumping north. This is building pressure. Now, it's not just going to become warm everywhere, because as it does so, the winds come around more from an easterly direction through Scotland and northern parts of England. So that still feeds in cold air, but the ridge builds northwards. Look, this is the high building in. Now, what it might do is bring the winds in from the east, so it's not particularly very warm, but it becomes drier. Eastern coasts could get low cloud, could still get some sleet flows along the eastern coast, but further west it's drier. And as we go through towards the end of the period, look, we lose the easterlies, the winds come around more into a south or southeasterly, and hopefully as that ridge builds in, so temperatures begin to rise. So there is this indication that pressure is starting to build towards the end of the month and that conditions are improving. Now, let's just show you this chart just to end with. This is the output from the Korean model for the whole of April. This is the 500 millibar anomalies for the whole of April. And what's interesting about this is that here's the UK underneath. Just look at that blob of red there. Okay, that indicates that pressure is above normal there. That basically puts high pressure over the top of us throughout April. That would be dry, not necessarily warm, but dry conditions, should that come true. Now, it's not backed up by the Japanese. This is the Japanese model. Both of these models have been agreeing pretty much through the winter, but now they've kind of fallen out with each other. This is from the Japanese. This has a ridge in the Atlantic, still our block. It has a trough across Europe, and then it has a big strong ridge out towards the east. So it's displacing that area of increased heights that was on the Korean out towards the east and lowering it across the UK. This would bring a more unsettled look to the UK through April. It's difficult to see exactly between these at the moment. I think we are going to get somewhere in between the two. I'm still going to go for my drier start to the month and the wetter end to the month. It would be useful if we could get some ideas from the MJO. This is the MJO for the ECMWF, valid between the 12th of March and the 12th of April. And what it shows here is going into phase 3, and if we count back from the days here, we're 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, about the 4th. Now, generally, once you go into phase 3, after about 6 days, you go into a more positive Atlantic flow. So that would be where you get into a positive Atlantic oscillation after about 6 days. So from the 4th, we're looking about the 10th. I think probably a bit later than that. I'd much prefer, though, to see this green prediction line down here somewhere, because then at least that would say it's quite a strong MJO. As it is, it's in the centre circle. That means it's a very weak affair and things can get blown around. But it is hinting, it is just hinting that we do get these better conditions through phase 1 and 2. And then we go into this phase 3 condition into the middle of April, which gives us the second half of April more unsettled than the first. So that's why I'm sticking with that idea at the moment. So lots and lots of information there for you. I could make a half-hour program about this tonight, but you'd be asleep by the end of it. So it looks like we can kind of nail down this forecast of being unsettled for the week. Probably get somewhere around the 23rd, 24th. We're going to see improving temperatures slowly. Maybe Scotland and Northern England still stay cold. Eventually, the milder temperatures get in towards the end of the month, and then we go for a dry end of the month and a dry beginning and perhaps into the middle part of April before becoming wetter later. Don't hold me to it. Things can change, but of course we'll keep you updated. But for now, I'll leave you with that. So thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining. Don't forget, we're kept free of charge by you coming back and using the site. By the adverts you see around the site here, that's what keeps us free of charge, so thank you for doing that. And once again, thanks for watching. Keep the sun shining. Bye for now.